Good morning. I keep coming up with new names for my talks. With practice awareness, practice awakening, curb your enthusiasm. Today I'm thinking, in my view. In my view, bad parents are the best parents. Well, that's weird. Let's look at that. Bad parents are the best parents. But first, my name is Ed Conley, and I practice awareness or awakening. Is there a difference? Since the 50s. I'm 89, and I'm still pumped up and ready to go because I keep having new views, new viewpoints, wild and crazy viewpoints, Zen viewpoints, viewpoints that don't make sense in the viewpoint of the world. Contrary viewpoints, opposite viewpoints, stupid viewpoints, beautiful viewpoints, whatever. So let's get down to it. Why is a bad parent the best parent? Well, my father was a bad parent. He disapproved of me. This creates a double bind in the child because the child's DNA demands all children of all life must obey and get the approval of the parent. That's the way they survive. That's the way they live to grow up. If the little lion club doesn't learn how to be a good hunter by copying the mother, he's going to starve to death. So it's in our DNA to obey and imitate the parent until we reach the biological stage where you become your own parent. And you're free, and you leave the mother, and you leave the home, the security of the home. But what do you do if your parent disapproves of you? Now this puts you in a spiritual double bind. You're caught between two commandments, incompatible imperatives, both of which must be obeyed. That's the problem. I must obey and get the approval of my parent. Hey, Dad, look at me. Hey, Mom, no hands. Oh, well, I can't wait to show my father what I just did. I'll make him proud. You made me proud, boy. Oh, God. That is affirmation. But what happens if you have a bad parent who, no matter what you do, he disapproves? That's no good. Do that again, you idiot. What's wrong with you? Can't you get anything right? Can't you cut the turkey? Do you know where you're going? That was my father. So what does this do to bends your mind, you see, because I have to get my father's approval to be a man, and yet no matter what I do, my father disapproves of me. How do you get out of that? Well, this is the formula for spiritual birth. This is the formula for awakening. If your father is good, or your mother is good, depending on, which gender you are, it's easy. If your father is good, you just imitate the father. If the mother is good, you just imitate the mother. Easy peasy. If the father is successful in life, you imitate the father and you will be successful in life. Father and son, daughter and mother. Easy peasy. But if the father is the world, and for the child, the parents are the world. The parents' world is the universe for the child, and they are the gods. So when you grow up and leave the home, and you have had good parents, and you imitate the good parents, you're going to live in the world they lived in. But if the parent is bad, what are your choices? Well, you can't imitate the parent because the parent says you're bad. So you have to rebel. So in order to grow up, you have to rebel against the parent and be the opposite of the parent. And when you leave the home and you go into the world, you maintain that posture and rebel against the world. You become a biker. Or you just become disgruntled. Or you just bitch about the world, or whatever the way you do it. Rebellion, when rebellion is good, you see. And America puts rebellion on the pedestal. We are a rebellious nation. We rebelled against the parent. We rebelled against the king. And in England, during the monarchy, the king was the world. You didn't dare rebel against the king. Get your head cut off. This is happening right now. Iran. You rebel against the king or the mullah, you get killed. This is going on in America. You rebel against Trump, you get killed. Or you get put in jail, or you get deported. But here's what's putting us in this perplexity. Trump is a rebel. Trump came to power by rebelling against the world, the liberal world, the world that existed since World War II. He rebelled against that, said that's a fake world. Follow me, you see. Rebel against the liberals. Rebellion is good. Trigger a libtard. Just say no to the liberal world. But you see, the liberal world was not just the Democrats. The liberal world was the world we created after we won World War II. And the 50s was the golden age. And I remember the 50s because I'm 89 and I grew up in the 50s. And then there was the 60s and the rebellion. The rebellion of the young against the old, against the parents. You have to put on a wide angle here, folks. You have to see, don't just look at the narrow dots of reality. Look at the wide angle. Go back to the beginning in the roots, in the nursery. When the parent is good or bad. If the parent is good, it's easy to imitate the parent. If the parent is bad, you're going to be a rebel. I'm not going to be that motherfucker. But what do you become? You become the parent. So all children become the parent. Even Jesus said that. The Father and I are one. The parent and I are one. But this is a metaphor. He's talking about God. So who is God? God is the world. The child sees the parent as God. You become an adult and you leave the parent and you create a Jesus, or you create a Trump, or you create a Obama, or you create a cult leader, or you create a new God to identify with and get approval. Because we want God to approve us. We want the parent to say, good job, son, good boy, yes, good boy, son, good job. So now we're in this perplexity where in order to be good and have the president say, good job, we have to kill people in the street. We have to be bikers. We have to be rebels. Rebels with no cause. There's James Dean again. The rebel without a cause. And that rebel was born in the 50s. Anyway, I connect dots, and this is what the dot I'm going to be working with today. I usually do 3 talks a day in the morning when I'm hot. And we're going to, in my view, we're going to look at this odd statement, is a bad parent is the best parent. What do I mean by that? Let's look. Subscribe to these. They're crazy viewpoints, but they're going somewhere, believe me.